Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and today's video, well, I've picked up this PSP. I've been after a PSP for a little while. Not my favourite console, but I do have a bit of a soft spot for it, and they're quite expensive. To get one that's fully working, you're looking about sort of £70–80, and then I picked this one up, untested. It's got some bits missing, so it's got no battery, etc. For a tenner. Will it work? Don't know. Can I restore it? I don't know. I've just received this morning. I've not really had any sort of chance to look at it. So if we take a quick look, let's move that out of the way. It's got quite a few scuffs on the screen, but that really doesn't bother me too much. The other buttons seem to work okay. All the front-facing buttons seem to be fine. And the stick, but I have noticed that on the directional pad, so you've got left seems okay, up and down, but the right button doesn't press in at all. The other thing I've already noticed is it looks as if the front casing has come away on one corner. It doesn't quite meet like it does on that side. This side feels nice and solid, but this one, no, there's something not quite right there. Turning it over, and there may be an explanation for this, because it looks as if someone has already been inside this. That screw is out, it's raised. This sticker down here looks like it's been peeled to reveal the screw underneath. So it's not in the greatest of conditions. Don't know if that's got anything. No, it's got no card in there. But everything else seems okay. You can tell from the top there, it's a bit scuffed, and I don't know if you can tell, but you can see this side has got a bit of bounce to it, whereas this one is nice and solid. The UMD drawer does open, so that's quite a good thing. So it's going to make an interesting restoration project. I can't see me actually using it that much, but I do like to have a PSP in my collection. Just a quick look around it. All looks in pretty okay condition. Like I say, a bit scuffed and a bit dirty on the top. There, don't know if that will come off and clean off, probably. The shoulder buttons, they do seem to be okay. Like I said, this left one just seems a little less responsive, but that might be to do with the front casing. And you can see, you can pull the front casing away. So that's going to need some investigating. Changing the faceplate on a PSP is pretty easy, but it makes me wonder what else is going on underneath the hood. So it was bought untested. And it was bought with no leads, no battery. Luckily I do have a charging lead, so let's see if we've got any kind of a life out of this. It should power on. You're not going to get a red light there because there's no battery in it to charge, but it should. Actually, it depends on what I plugged it into. I plugged it into a PlayStation, which isn't on. So let's try plugging it into a power bank and see if we get anything out of that. Nope. No sign of life, which is a little bit disappointing. Oh, here we go. Right, so we have a green light. And nothing else. I can't hear the UMD sort of kicking around, but it does have a green light, so that is a slightly positive thing. So take that out and plug it in. I'm not sure if you can see anything or whether the screen lights at all, even if it's just the backlight. No, nothing on that screen. So it is a bit disappointing, but it's what you get when you buy something that's untested or broken, but it's could be an easy fix. Like I say, the faceplate is going to need to come off so we can investigate what's going on underneath there with these buttons, because they just don't feel right. And that right one, it's got no push in it at all, no bounce. So perhaps the pad has moved or whatever is going on underneath there. These ones seem okay, but this one is completely flat. These all seem okay, and the face buttons, they don't have a lot of travel in them anyway, but they all seem to press and register. USB door button works fine. What's this one here? This is your Wi-Fi switch, which works, well, seems to feel okay, and the power switch works alright, and the hold. So I'm not entirely sure what is going on there, but we will see if we can get something out of this. So this is going to be, nope, now I've got no life at all. Oh, we go. So there is some power going through to the device, and the light is lighting up, which is a good thing, but it's not doing anything else. Could be bricked, I suppose. But this, going into 2025, this is going to be my New Year's project. And if I don't get anywhere with it, then it will make a nice little shelf piece. I will give it a clean up, try and get rid of some of these scuffs on the screen, etc. But there you go, new project, an untested PSP, which looks like it's got quite a few issues, but if we can get it running in some way, I mean, I'm not even too bothered if the UMD doesn't work, because most people use homebrew these days. But yeah, that's going to need a strip down, because you can really feel that. You can probably see it. It bounces. You can just about see in there the glisten, the inside. So there's something going on here, which is, it's interfering with this top edge here, and it's interfering with these buttons. Maybe there's something loose inside. Don't know. So yeah, a restoration project, and you'll see some more video of this going into the new year. So keep watching. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.